Geminis, let's get into your collective reading. Oh, heard that. Heard that in the chat. Figured we'll leave the chat up. I kind of forgot it was still up here, but hey. If you want to chat along with the reading, you are welcome to. For anyone that's watching on YouTube in the future times, we stream these collective readings, and it gets a little chaotic, and we just have fun behind the scenes. Also, I'm going to try and get these readings done so we can do some one-on-one readings after the collective readings. And if you're still watching this during the month of October, we are playing spooky games. And, Ethan, do you know how far I'm in Outlast? Like, when he cuts your fingers off, is that halfway through the game, or is it when you're Okay, I thought it was when your camera breaks. But I kind of forget, and I don't even want to be... I don't want to know now. Since I know that I'm halfway, I don't even want to know where I'm at. But I'm proud of myself. We made it halfway through Outlast 1. Which now I need to get my Stream Deck in order because... I want to play the Whistleblower DLC, but I have to be able to... censor some things very quickly, and I have buttons that can do that if I set them up properly. I just need to set them up. That's besides the point. Just updating the YouTube video and all the stuff, as well as the stream. But all of October we're going to be doing spooky games. Other than that, collective, clear, honest message for the collective of Gemini. If you understand your birth chart and all that fancy stuff, please use discernment in what area of your birth chart. Oh, excuse me. What area of your birth chart this reading may resonate. If you don't understand the birth chart at all, that is okay. You can just sit here and listen to the reading and get a little message if you want, or if you just want to sit and listen to me talk and it's a little bit of ASMR for you, I do not mind just sitting and listening. We can sit all day and pretend I'm just yapping, you know, and you can just fall asleep. It's totally fine. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Last card for Gemini. Gemini's collective here. So, Queen of Pentacles reversed for the overall energy, but what is interesting is the first card to come out is the King of Pentacles. What kind of double entendre archetypes going on here? King of Pentacles, the Devil reversed, Page of Wands. How does one say... I don't want to say you're persevering through the worst, but it feels like the worst in the moment. And then you're kind of sitting here like, well, if this is so bad right now, that means there could be something worse in the future. And if we can handle this now, it's a weird sense of, if this feels like the worst, well, you're handling it pretty damn well. There's something strong here, which is very interesting because this is very earthy for someone who's an air sign. We have the pentacles out here, the two, what I see as the yin and yang, which is kind of like the full embodiment of like the earth energy and the earth pentacle, queen and king energy. To have the Devil reversed tells me you're really trying to see the deeper meaning of what to stray away from. Because this is allowing you to have so much perseverance, and there's like a dawn of a new day. Like, if this is the worst now and we're still alive handling this, then we're going to be fine in the future because we're strong now and building the strength for the future to come. And I actually want to show you this Devil card because this Devil card's really cool. It has Loki in it, and if any of you are just a fan of Loki, this image is really cool. Like, what if Loki's brewing up a storm above him and some lightning strikes down and oh my god, it almost killed him, it was right next to him, but wait, holy shit, there's a fire now, and this cold barren desert. Loki seems to me always like this destructive energy that you don't really see how it helps you until afterwards. And it's one of those like, oh shit, I hate how this all had to happen and end this way, but and I had to stand next to a lightning strike, but at least I have fire now. And it's like seeing both life as, oh, I see the life as half glass full and half glass empty at the same time, because what is empty needs to be given. So what is the half that is full can be sustained. Believed in. Um, attributed by? Alright. Don't know how to explain the energy. It just feels so like ethereally earthy. And I feel like it's. I don't know how to explain it other than if I show you the cards. I just feel the silence of this person sitting here and like sitting by the fire that was created by the lightning strike metaphor I was bringing in, thinking back to like, oh, this is how we left before we, you know, went into battle, went into siege. We were sitting here in this nice little chair. It wasn't like the fanciest thing in the world, but it was pretty darn nice, and it meant a lot to us, and it gave us a lot of respect in whatever community. And you were strong even in the past to bring in this energy for yourself. And it feels like you're just sitting with the silence of like the past and the future and just kind of accumulating this energy, because there's something about going back to how strong you have become and where you came from that strength. That's, I think, where you find your perseverance. It's not even like an inner child thing. It's like an inner, like, younger teenager or young adult, because you could technically consider me a young adult still. I'm 25, so I'm like on this weird cusp of like 20s. I feel like anyone in their 20s is kind of like young adult-ish. 28, 29, meh. It's up to preference sometimes. Some people are different than others. But I definitely think most people in their 20s are like still young adults. So like you can be a lot older than me, and it just be like a strength you had when you were younger and of the past. King of Pentacles here. What does Gemini need to know? The King of Pentacles, I really want to explain like the strength of the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is what most tarot readers who really read tarot will see as like another version of the Emperor. And that's the point in the King, is like the King in each court card is kind of like a different embodiment and aspect and almost like personality trait of the Emperor archetype. The Emperor archetype is the true embodiment of like masculine and fatherly like energy. And I guess I want to say the word like paternity. Isn't that like the father paternity? And maternity is, what's the words? I feel like I'm mixing them up with something. Or I'm not saying them right. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Oh, he can't hear me. I can't, I need help with a word.
Yeah.
Paternity is dad, maternity is mom, but are they like the archetypes of that role? Or is that word paternity and maternity like mean something else?
I mean,
okay. If you don't need to, well, I didn't want to make you look it up is the thing. I was just wondering if you knew. Just curious.
I've always just known them as classification.
Okay, like a label.
Yeah.
Like he
like
takes on a more like a paternal role.
It's fatherly.
Okay, all right. So I think I wasn't sure if I was using that word correctly, and I just wanted to be sure because the word kept coming up in the mind. Because that's the I'm talking about the emperor archetype, the true embodiment of the emperor and that fatherly like energy. Now you go watch all those fatherly like energies. Sorry. It's a good movie he's watching. Anyway. Go back to enjoying it. Just want to make sure I'm like talking about the right thing. I don't want to like, oh, I think I know what I'm talking about. Like, let's be real here. Let's like clarify and see if we're actually correct. It's okay if we're not. Doesn't matter. We always learn from actually going out there and learning and experimenting with these things. 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, Queen of Wands. What has hurt you isn't the thing that necessarily needs to make you stronger, because we were talking about this today in a weird way, of even yesterday a little bit. I was talking about it to my boyfriend here because I liked having a lot of spiritual like conversations with him because he's very intelligent on like the terminology and different terminology, especially with psychology. So like he majored in psychology and minored in design. So I trust him to know at least a little bit. So I was like talking to him about these things, and I was asking him like how there is a physical, mental, and emotional like layer to every single thing that we do. And this is where these aspects are essentially muscles, and our whole body becomes a essential muscle for life itself, is kind of the idea I was bringing up. And this feels like you are choosing and actively being aware of the choice to, if life is going to be rough, and this is the like, just life comes with good and evil in all forms of its chaotic nature. If that's what you're accepting as your belief, because I don't want to force anyone to believe, because I think this is something that's just a belief within you, because Queen of Wands is very like esoteric kind of energy. It gives me this it's a fire energy card, so because wands are fire, and Queen of Wands right now, it's giving me this like in a barren desert and it's super hot, but you see this like mirage on the like horizon, but this mirage is actually like super enlightening to something that you've like been super confused on your whole entire life. And I feel understanding everything you do is using your body as like a muscle and like a tool. You will see where you can essentially have this equal give and take with the universe, because I saw the 6 of Pentacles out here, and now I'm thinking about it, I should have left it out. You're seeing what has hurt you and what could hurt you in not a bad way, because let's be honest, when we're actually physically working out, those muscles are hurting. And in the moment, we aren't thinking about, are we doing good? Is this good? We're just thinking about, damn, this is hurting my muscles. But, like, we're not thinking about, this is what it takes to build the strength we need. The strength we need to persevere through this cold and barren desert, or cold and barren, like, like ice wasteland, I want to say. If you hear anything in the background, I can hear the cats scratching at the carpet. I'm not sure exactly what they want to come out for, because I think they just want some scritches. This is Devil Reversed. I'm very interested what it has to say. The Eight of Wands, or not Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords is this, hey, there's been a lot that's been holding you back that's like, okay, if I keep thinking this negative thing about myself, it's not going to let you focus, or like so you're saying to yourself, it's not going to let me focus on what is going to build my strength. And sometimes we forget that we never really feel strong when we're trying to train for building our strength. It's always going to be like a workout, like we're burning our muscles. We have to like literally sweat out and be uncomfy for a moment, but it's essentially training your body, training your mind, and even training your emotions. But training comes with rest days. True training comes with balance. You need to even relax for a part of it. If all you've been doing is working, have those rest days. Water and hot showers can truly help. Or if you're someone who's into like ice baths and stuff, I think both can help you right now. The Devil Reversed. What do we have here? Welcome in, Red Pool. Hope you're having a good day or night wherever you're in the world. We're just recording for this collective reading here for Gemini. So if you know any Gemini signs, just have discernment. We have Five of Cups. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles coming out twice here. Queen of Pentacles here, Queen of Pentacles here. Five of Cups reversed, Queen of Pentacles. What else? Queen of Cups. I feel like I want to say there's a lot you want to give up and give in when it's like giving into yourself, giving into this belief that you've broken free from a lot of emotions that we may hold within us that don't serve us, in the sense of, hey, it feels like either it's time to let that go, or it's time to at least let yourself cry about it, because it hurts. There's life that's filled with not so good feelings that time doesn't really always fully heal, but time always comes with interesting ways to heal in the future, and just, I guess, have hope. But if you want to have hope, or say, I don't know where hope lies, there's an energy of like, you feel broken free from something. You feel not like freer than you've ever been, but you feel like you have, it's like, oh, I have nothing left to lose, but you also still like, you still have things that you would, like, it's not like you have nothing left to lose. Like, there's still things that you have, because Queen of Pentacles wouldn't come up in any sense of, hey, you kind of have some material, not opportunity, but you've cultivated and created some either passions, pursuits, pathways for yourself in life. But I mean, when I say pathways, I mean you're just doing things in life that you want to create, want to do, whether it's like a career or a hobby, or just hanging out with people, planning certain things, planning like a trip in 2 years kind of a thing, whatever it is. There's like active like passions and projects happening, and you don't want to lose that, but you feel like life is giving you this like feeling of there's nothing left to lose. And I think this is where you have to find a way to come back to this. This is letting you open up in a way that's like, these cups, I love the way these cups look here. Because in this Queen of Cups, it's like it's that wave is like scooping up, and when it like gets upside down, it's kind of like scooping up back into itself. Like you are making your own waves in this thing called life. And through maybe the waves aren't waves that you created. Because it feels like a wave that's like, hey, it's sudden, it's something you know that was there that's gonna like spark a fire possibly, but you also may need to keep warm. So how can it? It's like, oh, this is so strange. When this wave comes through, when the sudden thing comes through, how can you use it to your advantage? How can you use something that is hurting you to your advantage to set you free? And that's, I think, the key to setting yourself fully free from all of this true hurt that you're feeling. Because it's not just hurt, it's like, I'm tired of feeling like we can't make it through this devil energy, this, these sudden, like, not even sudden, it feels sudden, but it's like sudden, like, negative changes and not necessarily patterns, but like you never know when something's going to happen, so you'd rather be prepared for it and even use it towards your advantage in some fashion if you can. It's like if something breaks down and you can use these resources for something else, then it could essentially save you time in the future for like spending money and just like I don't know how to explain it other than like something breaks down and you like recycle it and recycle its resources, and it's like you essentially repurpose every single part of something that's broken, and then you just get rid of the rest because it's just wasting space. So you just save what you can and you get rid of the rest. But it's like it doesn't have to necessarily be a machine or like a actual physical mechanism. It could literally be these like machines and mechanisms of your mind. Like you could break these down and use what is still working for you and what you could repurpose and be like, oh, well, if this is helping me in this area, I can just take this with me and just leave the rest because the rest is just not working. She's a busy woman, Red Pool. She's a busy woman. I'm glad that she at least told you. That's nice of her. Back to the reading. I just wanted to acknowledge that because that was actually really cute. What would I... What? Sudden stuff happening, and we have the tower popping out here. Yeah, I think some sudden stuff either is just gonna not necessarily come up, but you understand how sudden things can come up in life. How can we best prepare for when we need to break down these mechanisms and learn something new and repurpose these tools into what feels like a new repurposed future? Independence here, the magician, you're creating and cultivating, manifesting even. The magician's just like you are actively like taking action in your life to create things that you desire that actually create either independence for you or create this sense of freedom for you that moves you forward. It makes you feel like you can live to, you know, pursue your dreams another day. Whatever those small, either small or big dreams maybe, it feels real to you. Something that's like you only believed when you were younger, maybe at any age, now feels real again. Because sometimes life may feel like all that we can focus on is what's happening right here, and we forget what it used to be like when we were trying to prepare for a day like this. I think some of you were even trying to prepare for the perseverance in the past, and it's like the future is now, and that doesn't mean that there's no future beyond this one. Because if the future is now, that means the present can still prepare for the following future, the following healing that needs to be done for yourself. This is a healing in your own sense of self and sense of independence. Because the star card doesn't show up for no reason. This is something that I think has been brewing within you for a while, and it's just now, like, really coming to the surface. I think for some of you, sooner than you thought, and then for a lot of you, you're just like, oh, I had no idea this was here, and now I'm like, what the fuck? And I think, if you're going to take anything away from this video or this reading, you need to know what mechanisms are going to keep you moving forward. You don't have to worry about necessarily building a foundation for everything, but there's a keep moving forward, keep building, keep cultivating, keep seeing more ways to like recycle, repurpose, think something. There's always a different perspective. There's something about like always seeing how this tower can be taken down a million different ways, taken down and rebuilt a million different ways, 1,000,001 different ways. And it's up to you to use your own imagination to see that. That's what the magician is really good at, using their own imagination to create their own imagination in front of them. Oh, Nomad, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Hope everyone is having a good day or night wherever they are on this planet Earth of ours that is tuning in. I think, for Geminis, that is all I have for you. We are recording this for YouTube, so we are not ending stream just yet, but if you're watching on YouTube in the future time, thank you for watching, and if you want to tune into the behind-the-scenes chaos of these readings, you are welcome to. It's a little bit chaotic, but I start every stream Monday through Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Time, and we just continue from there. And I just forgot, I need to put that in my YouTube descriptions. It's in my Twitch stuff. If you look at my Twitch account, my Twitch should be linked in there, and there should be a schedule for all that. So you can see what local time it is for you, because it should say the local time. If it doesn't, then I could add something that could have like a countdown for all that stuff. So, anyhoot. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you. I will try my best to update the descriptions as soon as I can. There's a lot of stuff needing to be updated, but other than that, that's all I have for you, Gemini. Thank you for being here, and thank you for letting me read your cards. And as always, I hope to see y'all in the next one. Peace.